What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? I'm back, and yeah, the environment changed a little bit again. We're in the bedroom now because we just had the baby. Applause in the background. Woo. No, but I'm like right here with my wife and baby, like right next to the whole setup. So I got the iPad, both the computers, and all of this microphone, everything set up here in the corner, so I can be attentive to my wife and baby while I'm still getting a bunch of work done. But without further ado, let's hop into this major market breakdown. So our a little bit of irritation happened because I ended up just grabbing a couple of entries, but like right before we went into the doctor's office to go have baby. I actually had got into some early entries on EURUSD just to hold them in case the market took off, and I was like not looking at the markets for a little bit. Crazy thing, the exact entry that we were waiting for happened like perfectly, and I happened to see it while like in the midst of everything, and I grabbed a few entries down there. So next week those entries will play out, and I'll go through those. But I want to first talk about this EURAUD trade that got sent out. We sent this out on Trading View as well as on the in the chats. Let me go see if I can, let me pull that up real quick. Uh, Go to the ideas. Yeah. Share this tab instead. Take me over there. And then watch that play out. So far, at least, this is how it's gone. As you can see, Bongo, we're not in like crazy profit right now, but it was based off of so it got to a really good fib level from pulling back. We're shooting towards the highs up here, just to give y'all our one of our longer swings currently that we're few of my traders are in, not too many of my funded traders are in on, but I know me and couple of the guys are in on this move. I hope anybody that saw the entry in the free chat or on TradingView because we published it, that right there, like I can't change that or edit that once I publish that. You know what I'm saying? Like I have 15 minutes to change my description of it, and that was it. With TradingView, once you post an idea, you can't go like change or edit or really manipulate it. Like, so it's like if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong, and you'll be able to see that. Granted, I do like to give a little disclaimer about the TradingView entries. They're definitely a little malleable as far as entry specific and stop loss. I'm usually giving out the areas that I want to trade. I want to have orders. Like if wherever the stop loss is on the chart, it's not vastly different from where my mental or actual stop loss is. You know what I mean? But it might not be exactly where that little red piece ends. So just depending on how market's moving, what fundamental factors are playing in. Like if I haven't seen anything come out fundamentally against my trade, then I'll give it more room. And that's just that's I mean, like some gurus will tell you don't ever move your stop loss, and I don't advocate moving your stop loss a lot, but sometimes the markets just do extra, and if you're not over leveraging, then you can hold bigger moves. If they do a little bit extra, go a little bit out of the way, then what I'm saying, you're fine. But without talking too much about that, just to give y'all a little gauge at a trade that we already in, let's pull up one of these. Actually, let's start with it. Let's just go ahead and start with the dollar. It's easiest like that. We're definitely starting to see a little bit of divergence happening. It's just like very ever so slightly. I'm hoping that this week is the week that we actually start seeing, because I mentioned if you actually watched last week's video, I mentioned that there was a fair chance that we go touch this before we actually go and break this low and actually see profit on the trades that we're looking to trade with Euro USD, AUD USD, GBP USD, and even Nasdaq. Now, with I'll say like the way that it stopped here, there's a chance that we only get a pull back to, let me get this right there, to like right here, and she pushes down, you know what I mean? But there's also a strong possibility she breaks this top one more time, and then we get this this big old down move. Now, like, I would like, honestly, for her to break the top one more time for us to get the down move, because we'll just get a better entry, more entries on the trades we're looking to trade. Yeah, so like I said, I got what I see now in this very moment, at least, a slightly early entry. This is the early entry. I sent out the real entry, which was I believe this one down here. No. This one down here is the real entry. This one was the early entry. And then, so we had the early entry, and then the real entry played out and a little bit of profit. But I still think that there's a possibility we break this low one more time, and we see this one right here. That's why that's marked off, and we're prepared for it. It won't be like super extra crazy drawdown, but I'd love for it to. I'd honestly love a bounce here, but a bounce here would just give me an opportunity to get more entries on it, and that's exactly what I'll do. And with GBP USD, it looks very similar. GU maybe even a little more bullish once this last low is broken. I know I said last week I just wanted this low here to get broken, right? And we were in, and we did get in some. I'm personally in some buys from around this level here. We really just wanted all these lows to get swept. But if you notice, this low here still didn't get 8. And it looks, I didn't point it out, but it looks very similar on EU as well. There's a low that just didn't get fully taken out. So, you know what I mean? There's still orders. There's still a chance. We can see on the dollar that it looks like it has momentum to go a little bit higher, and potentially push these lower one more time before we actually see the up move that we're trying to make. So I ain't gonna lie. If we gotta wait another week for these entries to really start playing out, that's fine. It's just a testament to what precision trading is really about. It's really about being patient and letting these really, really good entries play themselves out. Because like I'm saying, like from the 25th of April, well, I wouldn't say, like, more like the 25th, more like the 16th of April all the way up to now, we've basically been in a very tight range. And it's looked like that on Euro, on AU, everything's in a tight range. So we haven't been able to trade much. So we haven't. The only thing we did really take serious is AUD chef trade that I sent out, and then a EUR AUD trade that one of my guys sent out, and that was it. Those are crosses. So it's, what I'm saying, it's kind of like a intra move while we're waiting on these majors to play out. Now, granted, not all of my traders trade the majors, GBP, USD, AUD, USD, Euro USD. Some of them trade just the crosses, you know what I mean? So that definitely helps our team be a little bit more rounded out, because I mainly focus on the majors, because I'm the lead guy, head guy. Try to focus on the bigger stuff. But having folks on the team that specify in things that are not what I do. I wouldn't say not what I do, because I can trade crosses, but just specify on things that I don't generally focus on. I mean, just helps us be a little more rounded and how we're looking at the markets, because they could be trading across, but the way that they're trading across gives me a little bit of insight to how I can trade a major or a major that I'm already trading. You know what I'm saying? So there's a little bit of team building in that respect there. So I'm definitely happy to be seeing that in the team of traders that I'm building. Just to give y'all a little bit of insight, we have a hedge fund within TDB Finance. It's the name of this coalition of people is called the TDB Titans, but the fund is just TDBT Capital. I know that sounds a little weird, but it looks way better on the logo. It looks way better on the logo. But right now, I'm just the main focus is shaping and molding these traders and investors, so I can give them more capital allocation, and over some time start giving them portfolios, and once we go through a few different scaling phases, start bringing on outside client capital, because right now all of them are just managing fund capital, my capital. So it's not really a public facing kind of thing. Now we are allowed to take accredited investors for that side of things, but I am the sole manager in that respect. I'm not giving out allocation to my team right now. That'll be within the next 30 to 45 days. We start allocating portfolios to the team, only because we've ran through quite a long trial period with some of the guys, and some of them are just doing their thing, ready to manage assets and capital. So I don't want to hold anybody back. So definitely looking to start giving that allocation out. But like I said, we are taking accredited investors. That means anybody making over $200,000 a year, or you have more than $1 million in your net worth. And if you're a couple, if you're making over $300,000 a year, you also qualify as a accredited investor. That just means if you have a whole bunch of money, the government says it's fine for you to invest it in riskier ways because you have money. You can risk it when you. that's literally what the government says. But I do want to give a little shout out to the app that we have been using to trade with. Every single trade that I've been talking about on the channel over the past month, as well as what I'm talking about in this video here, I've gotten off of, let me go over to the sentiment tool over here. I always give a little peek to the bird's eye view tool. Snap, I got all these tabs up. Hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta go back. That one? Oh man. Bear with me, folks. It's right there. Yeah. Share this tab instead. Bongo. Alright, so this is the bird's eye view tool. Hit that little analyze button right there. Right now, over the weekend, everything kind of reads as pretty neutral, just because everything's a lot more consolidated, and the APIs that I'm pulling right now don't like to update that much over the weekend, so they'll kind of stay a little stagnant, just as much as the markets are stagnant. But that's perfectly fine. We should start seeing it update on Sunday night. Before, it didn't even like updating on Sunday night like that, but we did some more tweaks, and so we should start seeing some more things start updating as soon as the markets open, rather than Monday morning how it was set up before. AUD, USD. Pretty sure everything's gonna read neutral. Yeah. So basically, you hop on the tool. I tried to make, there's a lot of tools out there. There's a lot of trading platforms out there. There's a lot of information, fundamental analysis. There's a lot of platforms out there for folks to use to do analysis. But this right here, I kind of just wanted to keep it super simple. You just go on here, you type in the asset you're looking to trade, and it's going to tell you either incoming bullishness or incoming bearishness, and then you do your technical analysis, and it keeps you on the right side of the markets. Now I'll tell you, it gets that incoming bullishness, bearishness. That's pulling in data from big money. So it's reading a bunch of orders from big money, and it's reading a whole bunch of orders from retail money, and it's putting it all together with a few different APIs from a few different places, like 12 Data. Shout out to 12 Data. They have great data connection. So if you're looking to build a site similar to this, I definitely recommend getting some APIs from them. But mix a lot of data mixed together to give you the sentiment the way that I personally go through and read data. So if I see a news drop that that is saying that the forecast is probably going to push it bullish, then that's going to play into how I'm going to be looking at the charts for that week. You know what I'm saying? So I have my tool to do that, so it takes less me looking through 5, 6, 7 tabs to really understand what's going on in the market. So all of the new traders out there, you don't super duper have to get into the extra deep fundamental side of things if you don't want to. You can be a more just a chart guy and still get your fundamentals in. This right here, the bird's eye view tool, is literally built for you to do that exactly. So I highly encourage folks to go on and check that out. The link to the tool is in the description. It's free to use. You ain't gotta pay no money. It's what I'm saying. Like, you just click the link, check it out, get your bias, and move on. And there's actually a few videos on the channel, me showing y'all, like, me actually using it, going, like, looking at the sentiment and then taking a trade off of, like, right directly off of that sentiment. So you understand that this is an actually accurate tool. I'm getting a Yelp page up because I don't have a Yelp page up. We've had this company running for so long, and I didn't know why I didn't get us a Yelp page. But that, and I want to get the Trustpilot and everything set up. So because I want to start getting reviews, because, like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna lie, I've had a lot of conversations in the past couple of weeks from just from the business tip, where, like, you know what I'm saying, folks was kind of looking at me a little like unofficial, just because I don't have a whole bunch of, like, a crazy amount of followers. So I don't have a whole bunch of crazy amount of reviews. You know what I mean? It's just like you could talk to the people in house, but you know what I'm saying, it's just like you'd have to ask for those connections, make those connections. But we have a good amount of people, we have a good amount of members, but we just haven't had a platform put up specifically for people to say, hey, is TDB good or does TDB suck? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get that up. I encourage y'all to go check out the tool, check out some more of the content on the channel, and then go get a review out there. Like, be honest, be critically, brutally honest. If you don't like it, you think I really suck, say that. If you think this is valuable, you think I'm actually helping people, say that. Because I want it to be easier for people to kind of understand, what I'm, what we're doing, what I got going on, and just get with the program a little easier. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some of these tabs out the way, because I ain't gonna lie, I can't even see myself right now. Move that. Nah, I can't. I gotta move that. I can't move that too far. I'm still in developer mode a little bit. You know what I mean? So I still got a lot of my developer tabs open on my laptop. But let's go back to the chisorts. Move that, get that away. But real general, just to give y'all, well, actually, y'all already got, you can go back and see exactly what we were talking about for those. I'm not gonna repeat it. Nasdaq, similar activity. I want this low here to get broken, honestly. Like, for real. I loved how this ran up, and now that it did, I want to see, like, just a little nick of this. You know what I mean? And we have divergence telling us that price is probably gonna correct down some, and just having it. We talked about it on not the last episode. I think it was the one before that. We talked about it where the dollar and Nasdaq were moving together, moving apart, and this is one of those weeks where I think they're gonna move apart, and it's weird. Sometimes they run a little correlated, but they're both super U.S. Sentiment based, so it's not crazy to understand that happens sometimes. But I'll be looking for a correction down to somewhere in this area. Get anything up under this low. Honestly, I like. If we could go touch this, that'd be great. But I don't think we will go that low. I think we'll just end up breaking this low and going a little higher. So I'll be looking to get in somewhere in this like 19,380, 19,40 ish kind of area. We'll hopefully see some bullish activity when we get down there. Hopefully, the market doesn't trade doesn't pre-trade too weird. So on open that we're not too close, because I don't like to trade too close to open. Like I like to wait a little while after the market open. So hopefully the entry gets ready, a little bit after open, after the liquidity has pulled into the market, and things are just looking a little more clean. Let's take a look at gold before we get out of here. One of my favorite things, as you can kind of tell, I wear a lot of it. We didn't actually get our gold entry. That's what was making me wary about the fact that we had entries on other things. It's like, well, I mean, like on one hand, gold can move on from here, and like this low would be perfectly fine. It could just break this one, come down to like right here, and then move on, right? I was thinking we get a break of this low here, and that's what was gonna give us this. Let's go ahead and get rid of that there. But that's not exactly what happened. Things are things are being fundamentally pushed and moved and shifted and slightly manipulated. So we're just watching. We're watching these step out so we can move accordingly. So with gold, I'm gonna look for it to take another swing past this low, just like we're looking on the bulk of our trades, and then we'll see what it looks like once it does. If this level holds up, then I'll definitely be looking to get in on gold myself. So I'll personally be looking to trade gold, EUR USD, GBP USD. I'm already in AU or EUR AUD, and I'll be looking to get in Nasdaq. So I'll be looking to get in just about everything basically this week. I usually don't get in as many trades, but over the past couple of months, I've built up a kind of bigger cohort of accounts. So I just I risk in different places and whatnot. So it just allows me to do more, and it's because like we're kind of like in an accelerated phase. So for a while, I was focused mainly on just the majors, and in the past 6 to 8 months, I review them all every week. It's not like I can't dip and dabble everywhere. It's just a matter of like doing it. So over the past 6 months, I've been doing it a lot more. Actually, like taking my analysis and actually putting it to use on all of the things that I analyze. Before, it was more so I'll analyze everything, but I'll only be trading one or two things. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can honestly expect me to be trading just about everything that I talk about on the channel, and just to be transparent with y'all, make sure y'all understand what's going on. I'm not gonna take no risk that I'm not gonna talk about no risk that I'm not willing to take. Now, I've always been like that, but now it's more so of like I'm actually just taking a lot more risk just because I have a lot more capital to deal with. All right. I know this has been a slightly longer episode than usual, but it's a happy day. We got a fresh week, ready to hit these markets up. If you got some value out of this, make sure you hit that like button, that sub button, and that bell icon. All that is going to tell the algorithm that this is good content, needs to get pushed forward. Like, hey, Drip, TDB and them, they good. Push them forward, you know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to, you feel me, push the movement. I feel like there's not a lot of people that know how to do this skill, and it's so easy, and that we've built a tool to make it even easier to execute. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this amazing skill out there more easily accessible because inflation is killing the average person. All right, and this is how you beat inflation. All right, I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.